All right, well, Canada is moving up the ranks in terms of EV readiness, but make it then transition to all electric, it can still be a little bit daunting. So to help consumers adjust to the electric shift as more hybrids or more automakers are introducing hybrids and plug-in hybrids to the market, Petrina Gentile from the Globe and Mail Auto Journalist joins us live this morning. Here in the parking lot, you've brought another array of vehicles that are going to charge us up, I suppose, Petrina.
Exactly.
Let's talk first about Canada moving up in the market in terms of our ranking, in terms of EV readiness, et cetera, et cetera. What's going on here? Why are we moving up so rapidly?
Well, we're moving up for a number of reasons. One is the supply is definitely improving because, as you know, the automakers are coming off a couple of difficult years, yes. COVID, supply issues, even the BC port strike, but you're seeing that supply improving, inventories are improving gradually, and demand is also going up for electric vehicles as well.
Tell us about this Toyota Prius that you brought in, because a lot of people associate the Prius, of course, with EV plug-ins.
Exactly, and the Prius is really the one that made hybrids, recognizable. So this is the world's first hybrid vehicle that was mass produced. And back in 2001, it was pretty, love it or hate it design.
Right, yeah,
now it's completely different. All redone for 2023. Nice styling on it. It's lower. It also is longer and wider. It has a plug-in.
So that's where you plug in.
Right. So this is basically you plug it in. It'll take you about 11 hours. It has more range than the last version. So you're looking at about 70 kilometers of electric range. And once you're done with that electric power, then all you have to do is basically nothing. The gas engine takes over, and you don't have to worry about having range anxiety, running out of electricity, because you just fill it up at a gas station.
And a quick question, are the tanks the same size as a car tank, or is it smaller because so much of it is more on the hybrid, the electric side?
They're a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on here. And while we're sort of talking about that, what are some of the benefits of driving like a plug-in hybrid instead of maybe making that full commitment going full EV?
Well, one is the fuel economy savings, because you'll definitely get that. You're going to fill up less. And also you don't have that range anxiety because you are plugging it in.
Telling me. Yeah.
And that really helps with the range anxiety.
Yeah.
Because with an all-electric vehicle, the range is usually 300 kilometers or to 500 kilometers, so it is kind of limited.
So what is this vehicle here?
This is the Kia Niro, and this is all new for 2023. And it also has a lot more range, about 55 kilometers of range, new interior. The materials inside, so these seats are actually made out of eucalyptus leaves.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not leather, even though it has a leather feel.
Yeah, and also the headliner here, this is made out of recycled plastic water bottles.
Wow.
So this is a big trend that we're going to see moving forward with
even
electric
more
vehicles.
Environmental, right? Even more reusing, etc. Right. Okay, and what are we talking, like price point on a Kia, for example?
This one starts around $38,000. It also comes in a conventional hybrid, which you would not plug in, and an electric vehicle as well, which costs a lot more.
Right, yeah, exactly. Okay, well this looks really great, and I love the display as well.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of
let's
neat.
move on here, because before the break we were, I was kind of pretending to be actually asleep. So if you want to maybe do a camping trip or whatever, what's this vehicle? What's the story behind this?
This is the Mitsubishi Outlander. It's again all new for 2023, so it gets more range, about 60 kilometers of range. But we have this one-off model here that has a bunch of accessories on it. As you know, you were up there in the tent up here, and then over here, this is really designed to be a weekend camper.
Right.
So I can pull this out. You have a cutting board, a little sink.
No kidding. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
A little stove you can fire up.
A fridge.
Oh, that's a fridge.
That's
okay.
a fridge.
I thought this was a really complicated coffee maker.
Yeah, and then a coffee for you as well. I think we just have maybe tea this morning for you. But it's nice because it proves that plug-in hybrids, you can do other things with it. You can take it camping. You can take it like off-roading slightly. This is a 3-row SUV, which we don't see a lot of in that plug-in hybrid electric version.
So even with all of what we're looking at here, there's still 3 rows of seating available.
Now it's 2. But we're using it with that. But it's a 3-row
That's
SUV.
fascinating. Yeah. And how quickly does this tent sort of pop up and be available to sort of crash?
You know what? It didn't take long. One of the guys here put it up probably in about 10 or 15 minutes by himself. So it is something that's easy to do. But it does add to the price. All the accessories about $10,000. The base price on the Outlander is about $46,000. And this vehicle is an upper level model around $57,000.
And I just noticed this. We hadn't actually walked around before. There's also sort of, I guess, the sort of protected screen here as well to give you some shelter too.
Yeah, an awning. So everything you want for a camping, it's all here.
That's pretty amazing.
Cheaper than an RV and more fuel efficient.
And when you talk about the infrastructure situations, that range anxiety, that that seems to be the thing that's holding holding some people back here. What's improving about that, whether it's Ontario or Canada-wide?
Well, we are seeing more manufacturers coming together. So we have 7 manufacturers that are coming together. They're helping to build a supercharging network across North America. It's still a couple years away, but that's going to help because those superchargers can help you charge fast, under 20 minutes. And we don't have a lot of those charging stations across Canada.
Petrina Gentile, we always appreciate the time. Thanks for bringing in yet another fleet of really interesting vehicles. It's wild to see how things are changing so quickly here.